This feels like to me right now a 1-year sabbatical. That's not what I would want. I want as much hype around here, storylines, and improvement, which I think Sean Payton would be to Coach McCarthy, even though Mike was, has been very cool with us on the show for 2 years. But this is feeling like a 1-year step away, and then Sean Payton comes back to a new job next year. That's my feel.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair that's probably what's going to happen. I'd rather this. See, here's the problem. I am dead set against giving compensation for a coach.
What if it's a fifth?
I mean, I'd probably give a fifth.
But I'm wondering, and especially after hearing the lovely Mrs. Benson speak, if she would do Sean a favor. Now, it's dumb business to do him a favor within the conference, within the NFC. But I'm wondering, hey, you've been a lifer here, second longest tenure of any coach behind Belichick. We owe you. You got a ring. Go to a situation that you really like.
Yeah, I mean,
that's wishful thinking.
Now, this was sent to us on Twitter about the difference between Payton and McCarthy.
Yeah. By the way, would you give up a first-round pick for Belichick?
No.
Would you give up a second?
No.
Wow. Woo. Why not?
Because the most valuable resource you have in a capped league is a draft pick.
Okay, but my 50% chance of the first round versus the chance that Belichick improves you.
A 50% chance of the first round.
First round pick. The impact, the odds of the draft pick helping you more than if Belichick was your coach. Better odds with Belichick.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you think.
Oh, I got you stumbled.
The individual player and the cap room that you get from having a cheap player who turns out to be a good player. I mean, would you rather have Bill Belichick or Micah Parsons this year?
Well, that's a 50% chance of Micah.
Right, I know, but
because they bust.
Bust.
I'd rather have Micah.
Yeah, they do bust. There's no doubt they bust. That's why you've got a draft position.
Would you rather have Bill Belichick or Taco?
TJ Watt. I'd rather have TJ Watt.
Exactly.
I'd rather have TJ Watt.
Anyway.
But I see the point. I see your point.
That's a side discussion.
But, this is interesting. 15 years for McCarthy, 15 years for Payton. Their winning percentage is 631 to 608, which is close. One's got 89 losses, one's got 92. They both have 7 division titles. They both have 4 losing seasons. One's made the playoffs 9 times. That's Payton. McCarthy's made it 10 times. I don't know how that's possible. Oh, I guess never mind. Payton's 9-8 in the playoffs. McCarthy's 10-9. So basically the same.
Yeah.
Payton's been to 3 NFC championship games. McCarthy's been to 4. They're both 1-2 or 1-3. And they both have that 1 Super Bowl title.
It's identical.
And they both had, their careers mirror each other.
Yeah.
And they both had one of the 5 greatest quarterbacks of the generation.
So why the difference in perception?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
There is a no doubt difference in perception.
I think the difference is
nobody, even McCarthy's best friend, Jay Glazer, no one would list McCarthy as a better coach than Payton. Why?
I don't know. I think the reason might be, and I'm just guessing, is that they think Aaron Rodgers, they think Sean Payton made Drew Brees. That's the only thing I could think of. And that Aaron Rodgers was not made by Mike McCarthy.
I think the difference, one of the differences is we don't have any negative stories between Brees and Payton. That's the main. I think that's the main thing.
And but I also think
the stories were that Aaron Rodgers was tired of McCarthy. He thought McCarthy was maybe lazy, and then McCarthy got bumped down after Green Bay because of LaFleur's record there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he did.
So I think we never had any acrimony. That's a negative word, right? We never had any acrimony between Breeze and Payton. We did between Rodgers and McCarthy. And then when McCarthy left,
bitterness,
yes. Perception is LaFleur allowed them to thrive more versus Mike's final days there.
That's very fair.
But the records are identical.
Everything's pretty much the same with those two. And I wonder, but here's the other thing. Like, even before the Mike McCarthy massage article or whatever, I don't even think he was ever in the same discussion as Sean Payton nationally before that. Like the thought was Sean Payton single-handedly won them that Super Bowl with the onside kick.
Right.
The gutsy call. And it was a great call. And I'm still waiting for the Saints to actually recover that onside kick because it came into the arms of Hank Baskett. And that would have given Payton, 3 titles, which is you should have. But I think a lot of people give him credit for that, whereas in Green Bay, the credit was always given Aaron Rodgers.